Splitting Up Together, the How-To Handbook for an Amicable Divorce. Written by Siobhan E. Mullins. Narrated by Siobhan E. Mullins and Chris Deacon.
Forward by Julian Miller, barrister. When Siobhan told me that she was writing a book for people facing separation and the prospect of litigation to resolve issues arising from it, I was intrigued. When I received the initial draft 100-page manuscript and finished reading it, I was confident that the book would provide a much-needed plain English guide to assist people get through their separation and finalise the legal aspects of the termination of their relationship. I have practiced in family law, equity, trusts, and guardianship and protected estates since 1976, the year in which the Family Law Act, that's the Commonwealth Act of 1975, came into force. The Act first made provision for counselling services and conciliation as means to resolve family law disputes without the need to resort to a contested hearing by the courts. The courts have increasingly encouraged parties to disputes to resolve them by alternative dispute resolution, which now includes mediation in addition to the original means of counselling and conciliation. In circumstances where Australia's family law system and the legislation applying to it are being reviewed, this book is a timely reminder about the need to emphasise dispute resolution as an alternative to contested court proceedings. Siobhan's goal to empower readers by educating them about the need to know information about the legal system is readily fulfilled by the contents of this book. It provides necessary information for someone who is contemplating separation or who has separated, with appropriate encouragement to readers to seek from professionals further specific advice and strategy relevant to them, whether that advice be legal, psychological, or financial. This book balances legal information with practical guidance about separation, the consequences, the logistics, and the practical emotional and financial aspects of separation. Noteworthy is the breakdown of seemingly complex legal concepts into easy-to-understand plain English, thereby allowing readers to follow the book and avoid feeling overwhelmed. Siobhan has clearly written this book with the reader in mind. The book's structure builds on the foundational layers of information established as one reads through the book, and with Siobhan's use of language and turn of phrase, you could say it's almost like having a conversation with Siobhan in person. In writing this book, Siobhan has clearly drawn on her experience as a lawyer and from her successful business Separate Together, applying her knowledge of the law, her understanding of the problems people face even before separating, and her appreciation of their need for assistance at a difficult time of their lives. Every effort is made to inform the reader and give them confidence in their ability to take control of their relationship and to identify and resolve the issues surrounding its termination. Included throughout is some commentary from clients and case studies that apply the point that is being made to effectively convey the message to the reader. Siobhan raises the importance of getting a reality check on one's expectations from qualified professionals as part of the process. This is important because inadequate or misleading advice can contribute to people proceeding to litigation with the associated delays, costs and anxiety, which could have been avoided by well-informed decision-making. Splitting Up Together is a worthwhile read for anyone who wants to know more about the legal separation process, one's options when it comes to remaining together or separating, what the law says in general terms about appropriate family law outcomes, and ways to avoid contested litigation. This handbook will answer more questions than it raises, and is the starting place for someone who is contemplating separating or who is anywhere along the divorce journey.
Splitting Up Together, the How-To Handbook for an Amicable Divorce. Siobhan E. Mullins. Dedicated to my biggest supporter, my brother, Liam Mullins, for everything. My grandfather, whose eyes lit up when we talked about my business and whose why not attitude continues to encourage me. Acknowledgements. My brother...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?